Hey everybody. The French do a couple of things really well. The first thing they do is pastry. The second thing they do is just sexy men. I'm just going to leave that there for you. And the third thing that they do very, very well is skincare and affordable skincare. Now, if you've ever been to Paris or France, you'll know that the pharmacies there are filled to the brim with lots and lots of different lotions and potions and tonics and all sorts of stuff. So I've gone through and I spent a lot of time in pharmacies in France picking out what I thought was the best of the best. Some of these things are quite well known, others not so much. So stay tuned, I'm going to show you a whole bunch of stuff from the drugstore in Paris. So if you are after drugstore skincare, the place to go are the pharmacies, and one of the most well known is City Pharma. That's located in Saint Germain, really close to the train station there if you're interested in going. So you walk in, there are flashing lights, there's a whole bunch of men waiting outside patiently for their wives and girlfriends, and so you walk in, the assistants are there in white lab coats. They're very, very interested in letting you know they're very much so skincare professionals. They really know what's up, and they are there to help you specifically choose things that will suit your skin. Now, don't be intimidated. I know it's really hard, especially when you don't speak the language. I found Paris-wide, if you walk in, you're happy, you're smiling, you do your best, they are more than willing to accommodate your poor language skills, and they will speak English for you. I think the worst thing to do in Paris, full stop, is to go in and start assuming that everybody's going to speak English to you. And that's just a travel tip. But one of the most well-known products that is recommended from the ladies and gentlemen at City Pharma is the Embryoless milk concentrate. So you can purchase this online here in Australia, but the great thing, and I'll mention this a little bit later as well, the great thing about City Pharma is that they often have bundle deals. So for a little over the price of one of these tubes, I had two. Okay, so two stuck together, and so I've got one I can give away to someone, or I can just keep that one sealed in the cupboard and use it later. Now, this is a beautiful moisturizer. I've used this, not only did I use it on my face because I was so dry when I was overseas, I was dry from the flight. Eventually my skin did balance out, not too long after, because I was in a very warm environment, but yeah, so I use this actually on my elbows, on my knees, all over my body to try and just bring some life back into that skin. So this is lovely. It's got quite a few oils in it, so it is heavy. If you do have oily skin, maybe this one's not the best for you, but French women swear by this product. It is one of the best-selling moisturizers in the world. If you can get your hands on it, I know you can get smaller sizes here in Australia, but really try this out. This is just a gorgeous, gorgeous moisturizer. Now, everybody knows about Bioderma. This is one I picked up in Priceline here. But micellar waters over there are massive. Most of the French skincare brands do have their own. I picked up another bottle while I was over there. Again, they have 2 packs, 3 packs. They've bound them together. You can get a really good deal on these. The only reason I didn't bring back more is because it's so hard to travel with liquids, and they're quite heavy. But what I really love about all of these brands is that there is so much more available over there. So the range over there is so much better than here. So one of the things that I picked up were the cleansing wipes. I went through so many packets of these because I love them. They're so sensitive. They're actually in my favorites in July. They are so gentle, and they are literally, you know, your face wipes but saturated in Bioderma. They take everything off. I needed literally one wipe to take everything off. Now, I didn't always wear makeup overseas, but when I did, these took everything off really, really quickly. I also picked up an eye cream from Bioderma. I love eye creams. I'm obsessed with them. I feel like my eyes and my under eyes are like the biggest issue with my skin and my face in general. You know, I hate that kind of area of my eyes, but yeah, so I picked this up. It's I didn't feel it was firming or anything like that, but it was really nicely moisturizing, and I'm keen to try out bits and pieces from brands that I already like. Another brand that I already really like is Aven, and so I brought the Reach formula of the Hydrance Optimal cream with me, and this was just a lifesaver while I was away. But I also picked up while I was away the light version, so this was great for when my skin did balance out a little bit, and I love that it had SPF in it as well. So I usually wore this underneath my makeup if I was wearing makeup, or just alone if I chose not to. So Avène, if you saw, just there is such a wide range of Avène products, not only in this range, so not only the hydrants, but there is also the acne fighting that you will have seen on my channel before. There's sun care, there's so many different ranges of Avène. It's such a shame that we don't get all of it here, but there were just shelves and shelves and shelves of it. So I did pick up a couple of things from Avène. Now this is what I was talking about bundles. So I picked up both a single and a double pack of the lip balm from Avène. I really liked it actually. So yeah, a lot of things come bundled up together like that. So you get 2 for 1, or buy one get one half price, or even just a special price for 2, and so it's slightly discounted. So that was a really big bonus. But again, Avène, I just can't say enough good stuff about Avène. The thermal canned water sounds so like glamorous, right? This saved me while I was away. I picked up a couple more cans of it while I was away. Just for flights, I really highly recommend something like this, either this brand or something else, another brand. A few brands do these kind of products. They just helped. You know what they really helped with? It really helped with my nose, and it's gross, I'm sorry, but I tend to get really bad dry nosebleeds after long flights, and this kind of helped keep the area moist. I did get nosebleeds still, but they weren't as frequent as they usually are. So I love this stuff, and for traveling, I think it's one of the best things you could bring with you. One of the brands that we do get in Australia, but not quite as much as overseas, is the skincare brand Nuxe. So this is the Gold Body Hair Face Oil. It's just one of their cult products. It is like a gold pigment suspended in a beautiful botanical oil mix. On tan skin, this looks beautiful. Now, as a side note, I have one of the best tans of my life at the moment, which still isn't that great, but it's great for me. And I can't show it off because it is so freaking cold at the moment that I can't wear anything other than layers and layers and layers of jumpers. So, you know, first world problem. But yeah, I love this on my arms. If I was wearing if I had bare like arms and shoulders, which I usually did because it was beautiful and warm, I will definitely be picking this up again and again. I did pick up the smaller one just because it's hard to travel with liquids, but this one has like the dropper thing there, and I'm not a fan of that because you really have to struggle to get it out. The biggest size actually does have a spray, so I kind of regret not getting that one, but it's just beautiful. It doesn't leave you feeling oily or sticky. You can use it in your hair to give it like a bit of a sheen, and to, you know, use it as a hair oil to nourish, but love this, love it. Also from Nuxe, I picked up a couple of the lip balms. I really like the original lip balm in the pot. It's one of my favorites, the Rêve de Miel. This is just the same thing but in stick format. So just a basic lip balm. Love this. It's very rich. One of the other sort of cult brands from France is Biafine. And this lotion in particular is very well known, and it's kind of like, it's halfway between skincare and like a first aid product. So this is really good if you have like abrasions, cuts, burns. And actually this is recommended to men and women who've actually been through like cancer treatment, radiotherapy, or anything like that, because it's so good for the skin. So I picked up 1 tube of this, and again, I have blister upon callus on my feet at the moment. It really helped to sort of soothe the skin, because, you know, blisters break, it's gross, I don't want to talk about it, but you know, a month of walking when you are not the most active person in the world really does play havoc on your feet. So this was really helpful for me when, you know, trying to deal with my feet overseas. That was the grossest thing I've ever talked about on my channel or blog, I'm so sorry. And then from the same brand, I picked up a rich moisturizer. So, you know, I have no excuse to have any dry skin this winter because I am stocked full of rich moisturizers, and this one is really nice. It's actually it's not as heavy as I thought it would be, considering that I tried the other cream and that was quite heavy. This one's not as not as bad, but not as like rich as I thought. So it's not too heavy. And then the other thing I picked up was like a repairing cream. So I think I've talked a couple of times about the fact that I have some areas around my skin where there's obviously like some sort of barrier breakage, because I just get dry skin and I just can't moisturize it enough. And so I'm looking forward, I haven't used this one yet, but I'm looking forward to using this one just on those areas to see if it makes a difference. And the last thing I picked up from the pharmacy was a double pack, again a duo pack of the Chlorane dry shampoo. Now this is another cult product, the dry shampoo with oatmeal. It is one of the best selling products from the French pharmacy, and I picked it up actually in the tinted version. So it's not a heavy tint, but it does help to you know, get rid of that really white cast, because it does have a little bit of tint in it. Obviously use this sparingly and you won't get that white cast. It still does give a little bit of a cast, but if you do have darker hair, it's going to help a little bit. So that's basically my picks. There's so much more stuff that I could have picked up and shared with you, but you know, weight restrictions on flights and all that. So that's what I am, you know, picking as my favorites from the pharmacy in France. Fortunately for you, a lot of this stuff is actually available in Priceline. Not all of it, but a lot of it is. And you can actually order a lot of this stuff online as well. So have a search. I'll do a little bit of searching online and include it in the blog post for where you can buy a whole bunch of this stuff. Some of this stuff, unfortunately, we're going to have to take a trip to Paris or France in general. So you know, we do what we have to. But thank you so much for watching. If you're not already subscribed, I would love for you to subscribe and leave me a comment and let me know what you're thinking about these videos. Thank you very much. Bye.